Welcome, Miss Mairey and Miss Carr. You have 5 minutes to address the council. Once finished, please wait for a response from the cabinet member.
It's just been announced that Lambeth Council faces an almost £14 million spending shortfall over the next few years for basic services. Yet in February this year, Lambeth took out a loan of £40 million at an interest of 3.8%, which is about £1.5 million per year just in interest alone. Although according to a Freedom of Information request, Lambeth officially doesn't know what the money was spent on. In March this year, Lambeth approved the spending of £14 million to build 31 units on the site of Truslove House, £13 million on Penny Place, and another £9 million for Homes for Lambeth for running costs. And separately, Lambeth is also still spending hundreds of thousands of pounds on council money on buyback on estates such as Central Hill. So as you can see, despite not having enough funding for these basic services, huge amounts of debt money is being given to Homes for Lambeth. In June, Lambeth took out a further 80 million debt at 4.8% interest, which is almost 4 million a year, and its total debt is currently around 800 million. Most of it, 440 million, has been taken out in the past 5 years by the Lambeth-run administration since the formation of Homes for Lambeth. Why are you Lambeth councillors not holding Lambeth officials to account? Lambeth is spending 14 million to build 22 council level rent homes and 9 shared ownership on the site of Truslove House. This is an average of £480,000 each. It was put through as a standalone project and should be financially viable on its own. However, this is not the case. Even if we assume an average of £1,000 rent a month for the 22 council level rent homes, it makes a total of £264,000 a year, which is barely half the interest needed to be paid on the loan, £14 million loan. And the shared ownership units are in exchange for the owner's homes on the estate, which the council either leave empty or rent out at market level rent. As some are 1 bed and others 3 bed, this would give a generous average of £1,400 per calendar month, a total, if they are rented out, of £150,000 per year. As you can see, the revenue from this building doesn't even cover the interest payments, let alone the 50-year commitment to repay the capital. Lambeth, as other councils, has enjoyed cheap loans, cheap labour and materials, but due to the increase in interest rates, Brexit and a 40% increase in building material costs, this is no longer the case. This has been a huge missed opportunity. £14 million spent on the existing estate would have meant at least 200 homes would be winter tight and in a better position to contribute to repaying the loans. More empty homes would have been brought back into use than are being built on the Truslove House site. This would have saved trees, resources, it would have cost far less per home, it would have served the community and benefited existing residents. Why is £14 million over 50 years allowed for a new build and not offered to leaseholders to ease the impact of having their homes retrofitted? Who goes on landslide hit the Central Estate and others facing demolition? Very often it's the same Lambeth people, and has anything really changed? A person who used to work for Homes for Lambeth is now working for Lambeth Council and is offering the option of appraisal. A Lambeth Council officer who didn't give residents the option to even say that they would like to stay on the existing estate in a health impact assessment survey now accepts that to demolish in 2017 was a mistake. So even the company building Truslove House, it's less than 6 years old, it has no experience of building such large residential blocks, so why has it been chosen? The absolute trust in Lambeth Council is at a bare minimum.
With its continued demolition plans, Lambeth doesn't appear to be carbon literate.
You have 30 seconds.
I have here an invitation to an event which is free for local authorities. Check your inboxes because everyone has been sent the details by Di Skidmore. It's also time to use the decant block more wisely to retrofit the emptied housing and train up your own retrofit task force. Lambeth has borrowed £170 million to buy back leasehold properties on the demolition estates, based on only 20% leaseholders leaving. This would mean not on South Lambeth Estate, only 8 leaseholders would have left, but 20.
Your time is up.
So where is all the money coming from to buy back those properties? Thank you.
Thank you. Please remain where you are. Please remain where you are while Councillor Adilypour, Cabinet Member for Sustainable Growth and New Homes, provide a response. Councillor Adilypour, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you for your deputation, but I'm afraid I disagree with you completely. And I do find it incredibly sad when people that have the privilege of a roof over their heads come to this chamber and speak out against our plans to provide homes for others. I don't think that's justifiable or defensible, because what you are speaking against tonight, as you have said, is 31 new homes at 100% affordable with 22 new council rent homes. These are homes that will change people's lives. We have a waiting list of over 40,000 people in this borough. You don't know what that feels like. 40,000 people in this borough do, and we need to provide them with homes. We're bringing forward a net zero housing development, and we are proud to bring forward plans, and I cannot wait until by the first few months of 2025 I can welcome those residents into those homes. So I would say to you tonight is this: I know that you are proud that you sat in at that derelict site and tried to block our plans for new homes to be built, but I'm even more proud that we are getting on in opposing the blockers and supporting the builders and trying to change our residents' lives by building the homes that I know and that I see every day that our residents need. Thank you.
Thank you for your deputation. You can now return to your seat. Can you return to your seat, please? It's finished. Your time is up, please.
If you need to.
Can you please? Can you? Thank you for your deputation.